Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. Thank you again for joining our Global Insurance Fraud Summit. We have a presentation, organizational update next with one of my good friends and one of the world's thought leaders on insurance fraud, Celeste Dodson. She's the president of IASIU, and she'll be giving an organizational update on IASIU 2021 and beyond. So Celeste, with that, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, Dennis, very much. Well, thank you for allowing me to speak with everybody today. I'll be talking a little bit about what the International Association of Special Investigative Units are doing today and what we have planned for the future. So I'm Celeste Dodson. I'm president of IASIU, and as I indicated, we're the International Association of Special Investigation Units. We are a global association of insurance fraud investigators, focused on advancing excellence in the insurance fraud fighting community through education, awareness, and networking. We encourage high professional standards of conduct. We develop a greater awareness of insurance fraud. We promote a coordinated effort within the industry to combat insurance fraud. Working together, we have a bigger impact. We have 36 members and we're growing. And our membership consists of investigators of insurance fraud, law enforcement, prosecutors, SIU leadership, and so much more. We have a presence in 27 countries across the globe, and we have 44 active chapters. So what are we doing to advance through connection and education? Well, one of the things we do is our annual conference. And in the past couple of years, in 2020, in the middle of the pandemic, we had a virtual conference in September of 2020. And just a couple months ago, in this past September, we had an in-person conference in Orlando, Florida that was very successful. We also have chapter meetings, and these are our local meetings and seminars where chapters come together to talk about what's happening within their region. And they hold these both virtually and in person. We have webinars that we offer through IASIU and through our business partners. We have NICTA courses. As an IASIU member, you're able to access these courses, and we do that in partnership with the National Insurance Crime Bureau. Social media is another way we connect, and we do that through promoting some of the things that we're doing, focused on education, focused on creating an awareness of what is occurring out in the industry. We have virtual communities that we're in the process of building. And right now we're in the process of building a desk investigation community. And that's really focused on connecting those individuals that conduct their investigation from their desk. So that's in the process of being built right now. We have 3 certification programs that we're very proud of. We have the Certified Insurance Fraud Investigator, we have the Certified Insurance Fraud Analyst, and the Certified Insurance Fraud Representative. Great programs, great certification programs. And finally, we have an award-winning magazine receiving the Apex Award. And this is the SIU Today magazine that's available to all of our members. It's published quarterly and has great articles about how to investigate, what are some of the trends. Great information for our members. So what are our priorities? Well, first, we're focused on preparing our members. And what I mean by that is preparing our members for some of the shifting industry trends, the type of fraud being perpetrated. We know the type of fraud being perpetrated today is so much different than it was years ago, and it's going to be so much different as we move forward. Focus on the legal trends, helping our members understand what the legal trends are as well, both at the regional level and across the globe. And as I talk about fraud a little bit, think about how in the past, fraud was so kind of encompassed into one region. And now the fraudsters, there are no barriers. The whole entire globe is available to them just one click away. And we have to be able to navigate within that arena, be able to fight that fraud, identify and resist that fraud. We also help our members find job opportunities, prepare for job opportunities. And if they have interest in posting their resume, they can do that, as well as we have job opportunities that are posted on our site as well. So great job opportunity preparedness for our members. And finally, we have a Fight Fraud Now program, which connects existing members with individuals who are interested in getting into the SIU field. And it's a kind of a mentorship program. We focused on supporting our chapters, and that's our local chapters, through providing them the technology support they need or any type of support they can have, so that our chapters are successful, they can grow. And we want to grow our chapters throughout the globe. We have chapters throughout the globe, but we want to see more of that, because we know fraud is rampant across our globe, and we want to make sure that we have professionals, SIU professionals, working together to identify and resist that fraud and support. And IASIU wants to support them do that. The industry, we're very involved in the industry. We sit on the board as an advisor to the NICB Board of Governors and the Coalition's Executive Committee as well. We're also a speaker at numerous industry webinars and conferences. We're sought out often as an expert to provide insight to the industry of the trends and some of the challenges that our investigators are faced with as they're trying to identify, investigate, and resist insurance fraud. And finally, as an organization, we're focused on evolving and expanding our presence internationally. That's so important to us because, like I said, there are no barriers. The fraudsters see no barriers. The type of fraud that's being committed is sometimes regionally located, but oftentimes is across the globe. And so we're really interested as an organization to continue to expand our global presence. So beyond, we're focused on expanding our virtual presence and training, also our in-person presence and training as well. Growing our presence within the industry, utilizing our voice, our expertise, and our knowledge to make an impact in the fight against insurance fraud, and then educating our members. And I'd be remiss if I didn't do a plug for our upcoming conference. They'll be held in September of 2022 in the beautiful San Diego area, San Diego, California. And I encourage anybody that's attending this conference to think about attending our conference in September. It'll be a great conference, great opportunities to learn and network. And finally, for IASIU 2022 and beyond, come join us. If you're not a member, come join us. If you are a member, make sure you're connected and getting access to all the great tools and technology and support that is available through IASIU. We're an organization that is focused on fighting insurance fraud together, and we'll continue to do so both internationally and locally. So if you haven't had the opportunity to connect, do so. Thank you very much, Dennis. I appreciate the opportunity.
No, thank you, Celeste. That was really, really good. And having been part of the IASIU for the past 28 years, seeing the membership at 3,600 people across the globe is phenomenal. And that network can't be understated. If you're one of the countries that don't have a chapter, you should really consider it and reach out to Celeste and talk more about the benefits of a chapter and some of the success stories that we've had around the globe, bringing investigators and fraud fighters together. So I think that's really important, and one of the other things too is the education and training. We can't do it alone. You can't do it in your own country. IASIU is really a global network of fraud educators because they're sharing their knowledge and their experience with everybody. So, with the National Insurance Crime Training Academy, NICTA, there's lots of pre-canned training and stuff that you guys can take advantage of if you're a member of IASIU or you have a chapter. So again, I could go on and on, just repeating everything you said, Celeste, but I really am proud of being a member of IASIU and also seeing how it's grown over the past few years. So thank you for that organizational update.
Thank you very much.